Hello everyone and welcome to episode 40 here of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel, as it is one of our final shows of 2020 for the UFC, and it's our first time in Japan for this UFC on ABC card. As Nate Diaz takes on Mike Perry in our main event. Very fun main event. Those two guys are going to bring it. Two very exciting styles. Of course, Nate had a tough fight in his first fight in the save against Stephen Thompson. As for Mike Perry, he had a tough fight. Was it Robbie Lawler? I believe we had him fight. Tough break as far as losing Robbie Lawler, and so both guys coming off a loss. This should be a very fun fight, though, the main event of the show. But also on this show, the main event, the prelim, it's our first finale of our first tough as far as the Ultimate Fighter, as far as the finals come down to these two men. As far as we'll just click on the reality TV to bring it up. Carlos Matos, I believe is I think Carlos Matos is how you pronounce it. So he's taking on Matus Zimotsko, as the Polish Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter coming in as a light heavyweight, but it will be fighting at middleweight, so he's a little bit bigger than what he normally will be fighting at, because this is all, of course, middleweights. As that will be our main event of the as far as to bring it back from the Forrest Griffin Stephan Bonner team 28 seasons ago before that. And it's going to be awesome, though. Tough 30. You already know what the coaches are going to be. It will be McGregor versus Khabib. That's going to be very fun to do. And I'm not exactly sure what the weight class will be. I don't know if we're going to have it be like a lightweight, featherweight, or if it's going to be something else. But that's the plan. As far as that's going to be exciting to see. As before we get to the card, though, we haven't went through the rankings in a hot minute, so we'll go ahead and do that. Of course, Junior Santos beating Johnny Walker. As far as Johnny came up with a one-time fight, he will not be a heavyweight for here on out. He was just a one-time heavyweight. So that 9 ranking is kind of useless, as he's the third light heavyweight in the world normally, and as far as, so for him, definitely once John retires as well, potentially, or moves up to heavyweight full time, that will be open for him. Tough break losing to Junior Dos Santos, though, as of course Derek Lewis is kind of waiting in the wing for the results of the Stipe John Jones fight. Dos Santos, though, jumping Yair Rozenstruik is huge. He might fight Rozenstruik next, or he might even fight Derek Lewis next, since he knocked out Derek Lewis back in March. So, we could do that. We could have Derek Lewis and Junior Dos Santos fight. Winner takes on the winner of Stipe and John. It's just with Derek Lewis, he's beaten Curtis Blades, he's beaten Walt Harris. The Walt Harris win is maybe not the biggest of wins, but him beating Curtis Blades was huge. I think the Junior Dos Santos fight would make a lot of sense to run that back. And of course, we're waiting for Francis Ngannou to come back as well. So with Francis, we might have the Derek Lewis rematch, and this time they won't have an awful fight. Fingers crossed. Could do that. He beat Junior Dos Santos, so at least he's got that going for him. So I think that might be what we do for Francis, or we might just give Francis the title fight, whoever wins, for John Jones and Stipe as well. There's a lot of different ways we can go about it, because maybe we'll even do the Jair Rozenstruik rematch. This time, hopefully, Francis doesn't get popped for PEDs. Anthony Johnson, he's got a tough fight coming up. He's got Juan Adams, as that will be happening on the ABC card in February. So we got that fight. I believe Curtis Blades is fighting Overeem. Oh, no, he hasn't been announced yet who he's fighting. So, waiting on that. As far as finding an opponent for him. As far as, I'm trying to think, Tabora, he's recovering from beating Overeem by the split decision back in August. So, once I believe he's back at 100%, relatively soon, a couple of weeks, basically at the end of the year. So the light heavyweight rankings, of course, Anthony Smith is kind of waiting in the wing to see what happens. Does he get a fight with John Jones again? Or will he fight, as far as somebody on the up and up, as far as a potential Luke Rockhold light heavyweight title fight on the horizon, which is kind of funny to think, because normally we'd have it be Jacare Souza, but with Jacare retiring, it'd kind of be weird to just have him win the belt and then immediately retire. Obviously, he just beat Jan Blachowicz, so won't have that fight for the title. We might have it be Alexander Rajic. If he could beat Yuri Prohaska, that would be huge, potentially, as far as on the horizon for him. Khalil Roundtree, of course, destroying poor Mauricio Shogun Hua was pretty brutal to see. We'll see how he does, as now he's officially 8th. Of course, Khalil Roundtree is a savage in there. We saw what happened in real life when he fought Anthony Smith. Maybe we'll run that fight. Never know there. But that's as far as the light heavyweights go. Actually, where's Yuri Prohaska at right now? Is he... Oh, he's not ranked anymore. I thought he was. Oh, no, he is. He's 16th. So, yeah, he'll jump up into the top 15 potentially with a win. I would say normally he should be in the top 15, but just kind of is what it is. Crazy Dominic Reyes, unfortunately, had his last 2 losses, but he's got Corey Anderson next. Thiago Santos, tough break for him after losing to Jacare. Now he's going to take on Jimmy Crite as far as we'll see how that goes. Ed Herman, of course, beating Glover Teixeira was huge for him. Not sure who he will fight. We'll probably give him Shogun. Might even give him OSP. Kind of just depends. Yeah, that might be what we do. As far as from that regard. As far as Ed Herman. Oh, he's ready to go as well. So we can get that fight scheduled as soon as possible. That'd be nice. Paul Craig, 24th. Alonzo Minfield, 22nd. Nikita Krylov is 23rd. As Magmud is there at 25. Yeah, already looking like, obviously, a top light heavyweight. And, yeah, he will be definitely getting... We haven't given him a fight yet. He had his entire 2020 off, but now he's going to fight Oleg here coming up. So he'll be taking on a non-ranked guy, which is probably a mistake. He probably should have fought somebody that's ranked, but it is what it is. Middleweight, as nothing's really changed. Rodolfo Ferreira, though, is now 18th, which is no surprise. He's been on a tear. Kevin Holland is still ranked at, in the top 15. As far as Brunson, still top 10. Really, it comes down to, what's, Whitaker going to do now post Adesanya. As far as will he fight Jack Hermanson? Will he fight Darren Till? Will he fight Derek Brunson? Will he fight... I'm trying to think, because Brad Tavares, he's fighting Oscar after beating Kevin Holland. If he can beat Oscar here, maybe potentially give him Robert Whitaker. Really just kind of see how it all kind of lays out as, for Jared Cannonier as well, potentially, after he lost to Ian. Sean Strickland, of course. He's got Uriah Hall, so he's got that fight happen obviously in real life. As if he beats Uriah Hall, he'll probably jump into the top 10, so potentially there down the line. Paulo Costa, of course, he's taking on Adesanya, the title fight in January with Kevin Gastelum. He beat Derek Brunson, so I don't know if he'll get the title fight. Him and Adesanya was an insane fight, though. That might be Adesanya's best fight, to be honest. I don't know. That's tough, because Adesanya had that great fight, and both the first... I'd say, yeah, both Whitaker fights are also fantastic, too. So, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of where we're thinking, what we're... and, of course, we got Mr. Potan waiting in the wing as well to potentially stop Adesanya. There's that. And also, Adesanya might even bump up to light heavyweight as well. We might have him and Anthony Smith for the light heavyweight title to have, Adesanya go for the double belt. So potentially that could be a possibility. Welterweight, though, of course, Kamaru Usman beating, he's got he beat Jorge Masvidal back in May. He's got his fight with Tyron Woodley placed for February. With Kobe, he's beaten Gilbert Burns and Santiago as well. Basically, winner of this fight takes on Kobe next. Definitely want to have Robbie Lawler take on Rory McDonald again. I think that's the play, to have that fight, the trilogy fight, even though he's beaten them twice. I mean, both. That secondary fight, obviously, was legendary. And, yeah, we definitely need to see it again. And definitely want it to be a 5-rounder as well, so looking forward to that. And it's crazy, Mike Perry, Jorge Masvidal, all being laid to waste by Robbie Lawler. Still 38, he's probably his last hurrah as far as potential title fight on the horizon. Also, Stephen Thompson, of course, beat Nate Diaz, like we talked about. He's got the Leon Edwards fight coming up. Gilbert Burns looking to bounce back in the top 5 after losing to Kobe. As Dos Anjos, Michael Page, of course. I believe he's fighting. He just beat Santiago. He hasn't had a fight scheduled yet for 2021. I would love for him to fight Stephen Thompson. I think that'd be a very, very fun fight to do. But also, I think Stephen Thompson should fight a top 5 guy. So it's kind of, I'm torn between that. I think him and Gilbert Burns makes a lot of sense. It just really depends on how that plays out with him and Leon Edwards as well. Welterweight's a fun division right now. There's a lot of experience. There's a lot of guys kind of across the board that have so many different styles. It's a lot of fun to see how that plays out. Lightweight, of course, McGregor, Kevin Lee, and then the Khabib, Conor, tough season is on the horizon for sure. As for Tony Ferguson, if he can beat Gregor Gillespie here, I think he might jump Edson. Because sure, Edson Barbosa, he's on a nice little run. He just beat Charles Oliveira and Damir Ismagulov, so potentially a title fight there makes a lot of sense. We might have Tony fight Barbosa to do your striker versus grappler fight as far as the winner takes on Conor. As far as on that perspective, Poirier lost to Kevin Lee, so as far as for him, kind of bouncing back. As far as he might fight Ali Quinta, might fight Paul Felder, might even fight Cowboy, just kind of depends. Even Beneil Dariush potentially. Of course, the lightweight is so deep. You got Islam and Charles Oliveira and Gaethje and even Anthony Pettis there in the top, 15s, and it's a deep division. Marabek as well, as far as he's on the rise, looking for his 10th win after beating Islam, which is crazy. Shows you how tough he is. Definitely could fight either Ali Quinta or Poirier. It might even give him Khabib. Have Khabib kind of his first non-Conor fight as well, non-title fight. Would make a lot of sense. So it's kind of crazy to think he's beaten. Basically, he's beaten him. He hasn't fought Kevin Lee. He's beaten Poirier. He's fought Ali Quinta. So it's just, he's got a lot of wins already over these guys in the lightweight division. Just that trilogy with Conor. It's a big money fight. We know we want that as the tough season. And it's just got to be coming down to Khabib's got to be as far as, I think he already deserves to be a challenger, but we got to give him a fight, a title fight, and a non-even maybe potential top 5 guy. I think him and Marabek would be a great fight to see, or even the winner of, let's say Gregor Gillespie beats Tony Ferguson. Khabib and Gregor Gillespie also makes sense as well. So there's so many different combination of fights we can make out of lightweight. Another great division. It's featherweight. Now that Michael Johnson beat Jose Aldo, God, he's going to take on the winner of Holloway and Ortega probably. Well, now obviously we see who is the real featherweight champion in real life in Tabuera, but he just beat Calvin Kattar. He won by a guillotine. We'll probably end up doing Tabuera and Michael Johnson. Or we might even do the Volk fight here in the save, since obviously that just happened in real life. That'd be kind of fun to do. Potentially. Might even do Mirsad Bektic and Tabuera. That would make a lot of sense as well. Obviously, Bektic just beat Zabit and Ige, so I think that would make a lot of sense as well. Featherweight's so weird now with Michael Johnson beating Jose Aldo. As far as there's still, Yair Rodriguez being 16th is so weird to see. Sodiq Yusuff, though, he's on the rise. 13-1. Burgos at 13-2. Arnold Allen 16-2. A lot of great records in the featherweight division, and also Renato as well. As far as Carnero, he's taking on Zabit. If he could beat Zabit, he'll definitely belong in the top 5 potentially. Just weird, Michael Johnson beating Aldo. He's beaten Edgar as well. I think he should take on somebody that's not kind of his age too. Maybe somebody a little younger to really test him. Would love to see him and Chan Sung Jung though. That'd be a fun fight. I know I just said we want to give him somebody younger. That's just a fun fight to do. Bantamweight, though, as far as Yanni, though, he is now pretty much set to be the next guy to take on Cejudo. Cody Garbrandt and Jimmy Rivera, as far as if we can have that take place next, that'd be fantastic. If Garbrandt does in fact knock out, as far as Casey Kenny coming up at the Fight Island show in January, I think him and Rivera makes a lot of sense. Of course, if Rivera beats Cejudo, no matter what, if it's Rivera or Cejudo, whoever wins is taking on Yanni next. We'll probably do Garbrandt and Sandhagen. Dillashaw and Uriah Faber's definitely taking place. That's happening in March. Peter Yan, I believe he's fighting Ray Borg. I know he's taking on Brett Jones. That's a fun fight. Or Brett Johns, rather. As Ray Borg, is he fighting Dominic Cruz? Is that who he's fighting? Yes, he is. So there's that fight happening in January. So a lot of guys are, fighting. Basically, everybody's fighting a top 15 guy besides Sandhagen and Ricky Simon. We might even make that fight to just, make everybody fight everybody. Since he beat Adrian Yanez. We might even have Pedro Munoz fight Sandhagen. So Munoz, he lost to Dominic Cruz, and he lost to Aljo, but he beat, Garbrandt, so I feel like that would make a lot of sense. He got 30-27 against Dominic Cruz, though, so I don't... It's tough. It's tough. It's a fun division, though, bantamweight, because you got, obviously, O'Malley, Nathaniel Wood, Ronnie Lawrence is crazy. Aljo's all the way down there at 25th, since he's had a tough go of it. Yadong Song also as well. Marlon Cheeto Vera, Scunio, it's a deep division as well. And the flyweights, Royval is the head man on top after knocking out Figgy back in October. Of course, he beat Pantoja 30-27 Pantoja back in May as well. As far as Alex Perez, seems to be the next man up for him. So whenever that fight can take place, which actually I believe we can schedule that fight now. Yeah, we can schedule that now. So whenever we can, that will be the next title fight in flyweight. As far as Pantoja, I'm not really sure who will fight next. He beat Magmed. Maybe the Figgy rematch. That would probably make sense. As far as with Figgy, he's got a while to go, though, probably to recover. Oh, no, he's got basically a month. Had the Jazeer Silver loss, but he got overturned because of drug test failure. Of course, got knocked out by Brandon Royval, so he's already had a lot of fights already, too. And it's weird. Jazier De Silva, I would love to wait until he gets, reinstated, but we got another 6 months for him to come back, so it's going to be a while. And Pantoja's pretty much ready to go, so, I don't want to... I think him and Royval, that'd be a quick rematch, but also, it's only a year difference between him and Figgy, so it's just kind of... Flyweight, it's weird because Jazier De Silva's out for 6 months. Kai Kara France is out for another 8 months, I believe. Yeah. So we got 2 top 15 guys out for 6+ months. Not great. Just tough. Very, very tough. But featherweight, the women's side, as far as Talita Nogueira is now a part of that division. So as far as some new blood in there, but still 10 girls, with obviously the champ. Megan Anderson, I believe, after beating Rocky, she will now fight, as far as she'll fight our champion, of course, in Amanda Nunes. She's got Aspen Ladd next. Once she beats Ladd, she'll go back to featherweight. Of course, you see the run that she has had. Incredible stuff. Finishes in both her fights here in the save. Knocked out Rocky and Caitlin Chikagan. And as far as for her, the sky's the limit, obviously. Every woman that's bantamweight and featherweight is eyeing her, and she's the one to take out. The Lioness, though, it's going to be hard to fight and take out. As far as Caitlin Chikagan, I believe she's taking on Montana De La Rosa whenever she's healthy. As far as, obviously, for Montana De La Rosa, has beaten Macy Barber and Valentina Shevchenko, so that's pretty huge. She lost to Andrea Lee, which Andrea Lee lost to Molly McCann, so it's kind of tough. Molly's basically the next woman up after the fight with Montana De La Rosa and Caitlin Chikagan, so just kind of on the horizon for them. I believe Caitlin's still got a couple of weeks. Yeah, they got a month, basically. Oh yeah, that's the women's flyweight. Crazy Valentina has not won a fight here in the save. She lost to Montana and to Caitlin Chikagan. Joanna Calderwood is outside the top 10. Paige Van Zandt still ranked. Kind of crazy. And the final division to run through on the ranking side as Zhang Wei Li as the champion, of course, of the strawweight division. So with Zhang Wei Li, basically, Thug Rose, I don't know what happened with her injury. She's still out with her medical suspension. Crazy that she's been out from basically July. So Tatiana Suarez somehow fucked her up in a 30-27. I don't understand it. Because she's waited so long, Claudia Gaudella, she will be back in time. She just has 7 days to recover after beating Jessica Andrade as well. We're going to make that fight. So she now is going to jump Thug Rose since she waited forever. So Zhang Wei Li, that's going to be our next fight. Be Claudia. And we'll probably have Rose fight Andrade. Have the rematch there. And whoever wins that takes on the winner of this. So also, as far as we would love to have, obviously, Miss Yan, as far as fight somebody highly ranked to get her up and running. She beat a top, she was 16th as far as her last opponent back at the Fight Island show. Would love to see her fight somebody that's, like the old boogie woman there. And as far as for Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she's, after beating Cynthia Calvillo, after losing to Zhang Wei Li, I think that'd be a great fight there. Nina, 5-4, she's fighting Jędrzejczyk next. So as far as for Tatiana Suarez, I believe she's fighting Luana Pinheiro. Yes. So as far as for Luana, who is, where the fuck is Luana? Is she not even ranked anymore? Lord. So that's a tough fight for Luana. But yeah, that's the strawweight side of things. For the women's side, oh no, there's the oh no, that's it. All right, so there's all that. Now we can go into the card. I don't know why I saved it, but fuck it, just felt right. So Mike Perry and Nate Diaz are main event, and Matt Brown taking on Takashi Sato. It's our co-main event. Liana Joja taking on Rina Mora. As far as the women's fights, all three main card fights here is Paulina Patello taking on Kana Watanabe. As far as a women's fight at 125, Stella Nunez and Kanako Murata at 115. So for Nate Diaz and Platinum Mike Perry, 13-7 for Mike Perry, 20-13 for Nate Diaz. But man, Mike Perry fought some tough dudes. So has Nate Diaz, and Nate is a favorite, which is no surprise. I think he's the better grappler, but boxing-wise, this is going to be a fun fight if they stand up. Excel performance from Mike Perry as far as his fight camp. Cesar Gracie, of course, for Nate Diaz, as always. As far as for Nate, he's coming in off a loss, of course, to Wonder Boy and Jorge Masvidal, the Dr. Stoppage. The old BMF belt, which, what a disgrace as far as that BMF belt, having the first fight into the Dr. Stoppage. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't really had a good run as of late. His last win was Anthony Pettis. So would love to see him get a win here. Another thing, though, I just felt like welterweight is kind of a little too big for him, in a way. I don't know, that's weird. It's such a high jump. You'd think that, from 170 to 155, there's just not a 165 division, so he's just kind of fucked. He'd be a perfect 165er, but that just is what it is, or even a 160 guy. But for Matt Brown and Takashi Sato, though, Takashi Sato is ranked. Matt Brown is not. The immortal Matt Brown, though, he will knock you the fuck out if he's got the chance. As far as he's on a 3-fight win streak, beat Court McGee, beat him up pretty bad in their fight. Having a 3-fight win streak like that, he is rolling for sure. And for him, as far as if he's able to brawl with somebody like Takashi Sato, that would be great. I mean, Takashi Sato, he likes to bring it though. He is a striker. He's won his last 2 fights. He finished his last fight right before the end of the first round and beat Dwight Grant. So he's fought some tough guys already. But here in Japan, obviously, he will be the hometown boy, and everyone will want to see him get the big victory over Matt Brown. But that's going to be a fun fight, though. That's a fun co-main event. As Liana Joja, as far as the Georginian, taking on King Reina. As far as for Reina, of course, the judo background. She won in her first fight. Listen, she's the heavy underdog, but I wouldn't put a lot of stock into that. She beat Melissa Gatto pretty handily in their fight, and Melissa Gatto was ranked, I believe. Liana, I believe she's 11th, which is kind of crazy. She's ranked pretty high, but the Ashley Evans Smith fight, it's weird to kind of gauge that because obviously she's more of a grappler compared to obviously Ashley is, and she was able to use that to get the win. So I think this was a little bit more balanced as far as both pretty good grapplers, and it's 11th and 16th as far as the women bantamweight rankings go. So basically, two top 15 girls battling it out. Should be a good fight. Should actually be a good fight as far as stylistically. Poliana Patello against Kana Watanabe. Judo versus Muay Thai. Another good kind of styles clash there as far as for Kana Watanabe. Hasn't lost yet. She is the favorite, even though she's ranked higher than Poliana Patello. I guess lower. Would make more sense as far as Poliana Patello, 14th. She's 4-1 too. She beat Talia Santos in her last fight, 30-27 back in June. Her only loss is Cynthia Calvillo, who is a very, very tough opponent. So, a very, very tough customer, and that shows you how great Kana Watanabe is. As far as for her, she won against Emily Whitmire. I don't know why I could not say it, but she won with a guillotine in the first round back in August. So that's, a great performance for her. She's looked great. Just their first fight. Pretty big flyweight, to be honest, at 5'6". I believe Pollyanna's smaller. Oh, no, she is bigger. 5'8". Wow. But should be a fun fight. I'm surprised it actually is that much of a heavy favorite to Kana Watanabe. As Kanako Murata against Estela Nunez. As far as for Nunez, she won in her first fight, whereas Kanako lost in her first fight. So for Kanako, she's coming in off of a loss to Paulina Viana, lost to an armbar. That was actually a really good fight, though, her fight against Paulina Viana. I do remember that. That was at the Blades Lewis card. Right at the end of the third round, caught her with an armbar. They were, ranked 25th and 24th. Now, Kanako is not ranked anymore. As far as Estela Nunez, though, is 25th, so she's looking to get back into the rankings if she beats her here. She ran through Amanda Bobby Cooper, who was not very good, so that's kind of not a great test to see how well she's going to do. I think this is going to be a much tougher fight for her, especially somebody like who's a freestyle wrestler like Kanako is. Should be a fun fight, as far as for Kanako. I think, wrestler versus kind of striker. She's the favorite for a reason. We'll see how it goes. As Kamil Dogowitsky, as far as against Nick Maximov. Two incredible fighters. And as far as for Kamil Dogowitsky, is coming in with a 5-0, 2-0 for Nick Maximov. Should be a hell of a fight, as far as from that perspective. And wait a minute, something seems off, because it's I don't know why we have that as the main event of the prelim. That's kind of weird. But 2-0 is Nick Maximov, Kamil Dogowitsky, of course 5-0. No team for both guys. Of course, Nick Maximov is a Diaz prodigy. We'll see how that will play out as Dusko Tadrovic against Marcin Kragowek. Yeah, I think that's what you pronounce that. But pretty close on the betting lines here. Marcin is minus 170 as Dusko. Tadrovic is 1 plus 170 as the Serbian native for Dusko. Freestyle wrestler and grappling for him, and is part of Grappling Krakow. That's basically his team. So as far as he's got the grappling advantage for sure. It's gonna be a close fight though, very very close fight. Brian Battle, the man who actually won the this season, taking on Miroslav Bros. As far as Miroslav underdog in this fight against Brian Battle. See how that plays out. 5-1, 8-1. Philip Rowe and Brendan Lazar. Johannesburg, South African, taking on Philip the Fresh Prince Rowe. As Rowe, kickboxing background, part of Excel Performance, of course, out of Florida. Heavy underdog against Brandon Lazar. Brandon Lazar, crazy enough, beat Dreykus Duplessis before we signed him. Won with Americana in the first round, the first minute. So he is super talented. And one of the older guys, a part of that tough class. And Dean Hawkins taking on Colin Hill. As far as Colin Hill and Dean Hawkins, Dean is a minus 200 favorite against Colin Hill, rather. Dean Hawkins 6-1. Glenn Hill 5-1-1. This is Dean Hawkins, more of a striker, more of a stand-up guy. We'll see how he does as far as against somebody like Kalon Hill, San Juan, Puerto Rican native, Black House, part of the Black House team. So I would say he's got more of an advantage with that. But as far as we'll see how the analytics side of things goes, Nate does have the reach advantage over Mike Perry. This is a main eventing for the 10th time against Mike Perry here. Diaz a favorite, really no surprise. Matt Brown, the immortal Matt Brown against Takashi Tensado, as Matt Brown 4-3 on the Blackhead stat pick, so slight edge over Tensato. As Joja is the heavy favorite in this one, no surprise, because betting odds on her side, but I got a feeling King Reina Mora will get the win. I think she's gonna look to shock the world and give the people of Japan a big jolt there on the card. And for Kana Watanabe against Poliana Botello, it's just crazy that no one is backing Poliana Botello as far as for Kana Watanabe to potentially take on somebody that's in the top 15 and be such a favorite. Pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. As far as Stella Nunez and Kanako Murata, as far as Stella does have the reach advantage, but Murata is the favorite, which is really no surprise with her wrestling background. And for Nick Maximov and Kamil Dogowitsky. As far as Dogowitsky, giving up a lot of weight. Betting odds have Nick Maximov as a heavy favorite. See what happens here. Krawick. I was thinking that this was the main event of the Tough show, but I don't think it is, actually. I believe we have the Tough finale now that I think about it. It's at the pay-per-view. I believe it's on that prelim. So don't mind me, know what I said earlier. Because this is just the rest of everybody that was on that Tough show. As far as, so that's going to be a great showing, though, for Nick Maximov to get a win here over somebody like Camille. But if Camille can win, talk about a huge upset. It's Krakus taking on Dusko Todorovic. Krakus is the favorite, 5-2, no surprise. I think it's going to be a pretty close fight, though. Very, very close fight there. And then Brian Battle, Pooh Bear, as Brian Battle. He can bring it. He is ready for battle anytime, anywhere. And Miroslav Roz, I think he's going to have a handful against Brian Battle. Man, Philip Rose, 7-inch reach advantage still. Not even a heavy favorite. Because Brendan Lazar, significant weight advantage. I think he's got a significant grappling advantage as well. If Philip can knock him out, that's, I think, his only way of winning this one. Just Lazar, just a little bit more talented than him. And Kalon Hill and Dean Hawkins, no nicknames here. Just straight up first name, last name. A long way from home from both guys. As far as San Juan, Puerto Rico, London, England. Black House, though, MMA is a great camp for somebody like Kalon Hill. I think it's going to help him out a lot here. Darren Mergliato's referee, cage side judges here. Here we go. They begin with not really a strike exchange happening. Weak tentative jab. There's the beautiful left uppercut from Dean Hawkins, though, that knocks him out. Or knocks him down, rather, and looking to finish the fight here, which Dean Hawkins will. What a win. Oh, but never mind. Kalon Hill knocked him out. What in the world? I don't know why I thought Dean Hawkins got caught, but what a win for Kalon Hill. Yeah, because I was like, oh, jab is wide, and then Hawkins. But no, he hit Hawkins with the beautiful left uppercut. My God, what a win for Kalon Hill. Wow. Pretty shocking. If I thought someone was going to get knocked out, definitely thought it was going to be Dean Hawkins knocking out Kalon Hill. But what a debut. What a way to start this off. Kalon Hill celebrating his UFC career, starting off with a victory here. Blackhouse didn't train him there. That was all him. As Philip the Fresh Prince Rowe against Brendan Lazar. Brendan's tough. He's very, very tough. I'm surprised he didn't actually win this season. Dan Mergliato's referee, cage side judges here. Rowe giving up a significant size advantage, disadvantage for him. Brendan Lazar might even be fighting at 200 pounds. As jab scores, then but misses the big right hand, though. There's a nice 1-2, though, from Philip Rowe. Quick left, straight right. Left jab, right hook, though, from Philip Rowe. He's landing some shots. Both guys are really landing. There's the right cross from Lazar. Left jab, nothing but air on the big right. Jab misses. Jab, right cross from Lazar. Connects with the right hand as Rowe. Both fighters missing on their strikes now. Left jab, also left hook to the side of the ribs. That's the good stuff there. Nice right hook from Lazar. They meet in the center again. Misses the big right hand. Here comes the counter. It's a left jab and a big right that just misses. Angling for the takedown. Couldn't take it, though. Good idea for Lazar to try to take it down, because he's not going to outstrike Philip Rowe. And Philip with a great left cross here off the counter. Left jab and a right cross that doesn't land, though. Nice 1-2 from Rowe again. Lazar, though, had a terrible game plan for this one if you thought he was going to outstrike Philip Rowe. I don't think it's 10-9 Lazar. I believe it is 10-9 Philip Rowe for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, I thought he did tremendous to Philip Rowe. And taking initiative again. Jab hits. Dodges the big head kick, though. Rowe dodges the right hander. Is a great counter. Pair of jabs followed by a right cross. Rowe's getting tired, and that's going to give Brendan Lazar the chance for the takedown. It's a quick scramble, though, but Lazar already looking for an armbar now, and he's got it. Yeah. That's, he had a great game plan, did Philip Rowe, with his, if he was going to keep it standing, that was going to be his best bet. Once he got him taken down, it was all she wrote. He was in Brendan Lazar's world with that one. He's going to be an interesting middleweight to see, because there's some great grapplers in there, but I don't know. There's a lot of great strikers, too. It's going to be a mixed bag for a lot of these guys at middleweight, because there's just a lot of everything. As Miroslav Braz and Brian Battle. Margliata's back out here. Cage side judges here. Battle a little heavier now than Braz is. Get them together and strike. Off target with a jab. Just about lands a head kick. Off target with a jab and hits a right cross as Braz, though. Counter jab connects. Left jab. Battle avoids the big right. Jab and right hand's blocked. 1-2 from Braz. Battle with the left jab and a left kick to the body. Kept together and strike. Doesn't connect with the left jab. Also lands. Doesn't connect rather with the roundhouse kick to the body. They meet in the center. Misses the right cross. Here comes the counter. Braz with a good jab and a good right hook. Battle with the left hand in exchange. Doesn't connect with the jab. It's a nice straight right hand, though. This Braz. Now Battle's got him up against the cage. I like, Battle in the clinch. He's able to, land some big-time shots, some elbows, some knees, some right hands now. It's a good ending for Brian Battle, because that round, I think he probably stole it with that, to be honest. It was pretty close, but I think he landed more off of that at the end of the round. 10-9 for Brian Battle in the first round, but it was a close one. Close one for sure. Brian Battle off target with a jab, also misses the low kick. Braz misses the right hand. Two left hands in exchange. There's a right cross that lands hard from Braz. Now he's breathing a little heavier now. There's a right hand from Braz. Pair of jabs. Off target with a jab. Scores a left kick to the body now. Two combination strikes here as far as quick left straight right from Braz. Braz with left hand. Left jab right cross from Battle. Solid right hand off the counter from Braz. It's about 2 minutes left in this round. Jab lands. Big right hand misses, though. Coming forward on the attack now is Brian Battle. Fires off a counter jab. It's Braz. 1-2 from Battle. Braz is equal to it. They meet in the center. Left jab. Hit at the right cross. A couple of jabs followed by a body kick now. Exchange of strikes sees both fighters fail to land anything significant now. Both fighters move in and engage. Braz with the jab at the right hand, taking on the gloves. Counter next with the left hand as this Battle rather, but Braz is shattered. Just clinches up with Brian Battle, which is a terrible idea because he will definitely get out grappled in the clinch. Again, Brian Battle looks like he stole it with a couple of more strikes. That was a very, very close round again. Braz probably needs a finish. Battle, if he can have a solid round here, that would be great. But he's starting to slow down, but so is Braz. 1-2 from Braz, quick left, straight right. Off target with a jab, but he hits the good right hand. Braz strikes. Battle with, again, two left hands on the counter. Brian Battle's looking great in this third round. Quick left jab, left roundhouse kick to the body. Braz gets countered again. It's a jab and a solid right hand. Now he's, again, caught into a clinch. Brian Battle's world here. There's a knee to the side of the stomach and the thigh earlier. Hard stomp now. Short left uppercut up against the cage. Loving the clinch. Loving the striking out of the clinch. Battle with an elbow now. Look at some more dirty boxing. Margliata's going to separate them, but that's pretty much it. Both guys hit some left hands to end it out, but Brian Battle, I believe, will 30-27 him. Yeah, it should have probably been 30-27 across the board, but great performance from Brian Battle. For Miroslav Braz, tough break, 8-2 now. I mean, he just couldn't do enough. He just barely got outperformed by a lot of those guys, and it's tough. Being a 5'10 middleweight it's tough. There's a lot of big dudes out there in the middleweight division, and he's going to give up a lot of size. It's definitely showed there. So he thanks all of his fans, famous supporters, and yeah, it's basically delighted starting his UFC career with a victory. It's Marcin Kravovic taking on Dusko Todorovic. Todorovic, undefeated. Marcin Kravovic, 7-1, grappler, freestyle wrestler, as far as freestyle fighter in general for Dusko Todorovic. 6'1", 185, 5'11", 185 for Marcin. As Margaret again, our free cage side judges, here we go. Straight right hand from Todorovic. Throws a punch, but Kravovic was able to avoid it, and he's able to clinch with him. Looking for a slam, slams him down. Looking for the arm triangle. Wow. That is... Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Todorovic has a triangle on the bottom. I thought it was an arm triangle. No, it's a traditional triangle on the bottom, and he tapped him out. Holy shit. Dusko Todorovic, what a win. Triangle with armbar. Very impressive from Dusko. That was huge. Wow. 9-0. Caught him. Caught him with the triangle. That is crazy. What a win. That's Dusko Todorovic. Thanks to his sponsors, all of his fans who came out to support him. Wow. What a win. It's our main event of the prelim. So far, we've only had one fight go the distance on the prelim, as Steve Mazzagatti is our referee. Cage-side judges here. Nick Maximov clearly has significant weight advantage over Camille. We'll see what happens. They touch gloves. Went for the takedown. Got stopped. Got him against the cage this time. Looking for the trip. Got the nice inside leg trip. And now he's slicing some elbows now. Trying to move from half guard to full guard. That's not happening. Trying to move. It's a scramble. Maximov's turtled up with Dolowitzki on his back now. So Dolowitzki's pounding away with some right hands. Not really doing a whole lot. There's a few powerful shots now. Oh, he's got him. He's rocking him. Potentially. Doesn't do much damage now. And now Maximov scrambles back up. But Dolowitzki's got back control. And he's going to let him go. That's interesting. So they're back standing. Maximov trying to shoot in again. Listen, Dolowitzki did a pretty good job. I think he won that round after doing some damage on the ground. That was a great scramble for Dolowitzki. So he's the heavy underdog. Steals round one. Let's see what happens in the second. Left hand, nothing but air on the big right. And Maximov's going to clinch and trip, take him down. He hasn't been able to finish him, but he's looking for an arm triangle here. Oh, a triangle from the bottom potentially again. Now, Nick Maximov fights that off. Looking for another triangle. Not happening. I'm loving the triangle attempts, though. Loving that. Looking forward to... this time an arm triangle for Maximov. That's not happening. Arm bar. Oh, and he got the arm bar. Great stuff, honestly, man. That was... we saw a lot of finishes. That was a fun fight. Back and forth. Some good stuff. Camille Dolowitzki, though, he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He had a great first round. Just couldn't stop Nick Maximov. He wants Armin Petrosarian in his next fight for Nick Maximov. Already calling somebody out. So our main card now is Stella Nunez, Kanako Murata. Steve Mazzagatti, our referee. We'll see how the Japanese fighters do on the main card. As unsurprisingly, it's a loud ovation. Round one begins. They engage. Left cross from Murata. Jab, misses the right hand. Counters the right hook with a left jab and a right hook that's for the last possible second. Right cross from Nunez. Oh, can't hit the right cross, rather. It's the left jab. Left jab and a right cross from Murata. It's looking good striking-wise with her. Jab, and a left jab, a right cross. There's also a left jab, right cross from both girls. It's crazy. Both fighters moving and engage. Left jab misses the head kick, those Nunez. Left hook from Murata. Counters with the right hand and left jab and a right head kick that doesn't make contact. Probably would have been it if that would have landed for Nunez. Body... spin kick to the body there from Nunez. Left jab, right cross from Murata. Jab and a leg kick from Nunez. Jab and a right cross from Murata. Minute left. They step it in strike. Fails on the hook to the body. 1-2 from Murata. Left jab misses the high kick. Left jab, right hand blocked. They engage. Jab misses the big high kick. Murata off target with the left jab. Hits the right cross. That's the end of the first round. So, back and forth. Could have went either way. I think Murata did a little bit more damage, but it's close. Very, very close. As far as round one, Nunez walking her down. Left hand exchange from Murata. Spin kick to the body from Stella Nunez. Oh, there's a head kick. Stiff head kick probably knocked her down. It did. Murata is in deep shit here. Nunez might finish her. Several clean shots landing. Can't do it, though. Now, as far as Nunez is still on top, but didn't finish her here in the second. Still pounding away, not really doing a whole lot here, just trying to catch her breath at this point. She knows she's won the round, doesn't want to go and overcommit, but she's landing some big shots here. No damage there. So she hangs on to Kanako Murata, but she definitely lost that round. It's all tied up going to the final round. Let's see what happens. Nunez scores with a quick kick to the lead leg. Murata with a jab, doesn't hit the right hook. Left jab and a leg kick from Nunez. Defensive jab from Murata. Nunez is looking good here in the second and the third. Body kick after the left hand. Left hand straight right. Nunez is pouring it on her. Tries to go to the body. Sharp hook. It's off target though. If Murata gets this takedown, that is huge. Absolutely huge. Some right hands. Just, trying to lay and pray now. It's not great, but in a round like this, when you need a win, I understand it. At least you didn't do it the whole fight. Murata won the round. Should be 29-28 for Kanako Murata. Tough break for Estela Nunez. She tried in the second, man. She tried to get that win, finish, and you couldn't get that finish. Kanako Murata held on. Third round came. She knew what she had to do. She did it. It was ugly. She got it. As she gets her first victory in the UFC. Thanks everyone at Pancracism. All very responsive, all fans, family, supporters. She wants Denise some Mongo as far as her next contest. A lot of natural charisma as far as shining in this type of setting. Kana Watanabe taking on Poliana Botello as a minus 430 favorite as far as the Tokyo native. Got the crowd behind her. Mark Otto's referee. Watanabe, of course, loud ovation here. Botello, though, with a left hand, catches over the right hook. Watanabe trying to get in close, but Botello's doing a good job. Nice jab, straight right hand. Jab, right hand now. She's lighting her up. But now, Watanabe's got her in a clinch, and now looking for the judo-style throw. Excellent outside leg trip, looking for the Americana, and got it. Lord have mercy, Kana Watanabe is a fucking buzzsaw in there. Quick and efficient. When she gets her in the judo clinch and into the throw, it's over. She takes you down. It's a wrap. What a performance. What a victory for her. As, she's looking great with that win. 2 straight victories for her. The 125 division for the strawweights, man, they got a tough customer in Kana Watanabe, that's for sure. She praised her team at Alive, very responsive, and all of her fans came out to support her. Really happy with that submission victory for her. See what King Arena Mora will do against Liana Joja as far as the minus 790 favorite. Looking to defeat the Japanese native Red Devil Fight Club, Presta Tokyo for King Reina. Cage-side judges, Reina, low ovation as always for the Japanese. As far as one more Japanese fight after this, and maybe they will have a clean sweep. Just with the counter left doesn't hit it. Jabs wide, hits her with a beautiful straight right though. Fighter step in and engage. Glancing blow with a high kick. Left jab, right hand's blocked. Oh, there's a large gash on the forehead there after the high kick. Tough break there too. Counter left hands from Joja. Reina with a 1-2 doesn't land either blow. Jab doesn't connect with the right hand. 1-2 from Reina. Nice little angle on the 1-2. So Liana misses the right hand. Here comes a counter as Reina with a counter jab misses the big right hand. So Reina with a left hook. Left jab. Also left kick to the body from Liana. As far as Reina with a coming forward on the attack. 2 left hands from Liana as far as 1-2. Liana with the equal to it though as far as with the missing on the right hook. It's kind of with a quick left jab and a great right hook. So nice 1-2. Oh, she rocked her. Reina might have her here. One for the big right hand. Misses as Liana had enough wherewithal to get out of there, and she's got composure now. But they want to check on that cut. Not much of a fight in there, at least for right now. So that's a good sign. So they're back underway. 1-2. Quick left straight right from Reina. Jab and just about lands a head kick. Man, she lands another head kick. That might be it. The left jab right cross. Left jab and a nice right hook from Liana. Man, this has been a really great fight card already. Just from what we have seen into the first round. Reina with a 1-2. Quick left straight right. Doesn't connect with the left jab, but nails the right cross. Does Liana. That was a hell of a round. Reina, she got cut, but she did rock her, so that could have gone either way. They're giving it to Liana. I thought Reina did more. Reina did more than Liana, but It's tough. I mean, it's 13-14 on strikes. Could go either way. Listen, I thought it was her. We'll see what happens in the second. Reina pressuring her, bobs her out of the way of a jab, moves into the pocket. Left jab misses the vicious right. Misses the right cross. Here comes a counter from Reina with a jab and a great right hook. She's looking great so far. Reina with a clean right hand off the counter. She's getting tired though. That's unfortunate. Reina again with a dodging of the right hand counter attacks with the left jab and a right hook that's ducked. Oh, Superman punch. Ooh. Rocked her, dropped her. As far as Liana looking to finish the fight out on the ground, several big shots landing. Can't finish her though. Man, the fighting spirit of these girls. Now she's looking for the Kimura though. Oh, it's in deep. Oh, somehow survives. Pops her arm free shockingly. Unreal. Still in side control. Still under side control. Still in the, yeah, there's another Kimura. And she got her that time. Tough break for King Reina. Another fantastic fight though. Listen, this has been a fucking night of war so far. We've seen a lot of back and forths. We've seen a lot of people be down in the first round and come back in the second. That was a great fight, though. That was really, really good as far as there. Thanks everyone that connected to Red Devil Fight Club and for having me for a fight. He says that was one of the best fights of her career. He says she can't wait to watch it over again. Great stuff. Our co-main event, though. The Immortal, Matt Brown against Takashi Tensato. This should be a fun one. Should be a fun one. Very close fight on the betting line. Cage side judges fight begins. They come together. There's a nice right hook. Brown comes in with a left kick to the body. Oh, blood visible on Brown. That nasty cut there above the eye. Right jab fails on the leg kick. Brown with a kick to the thigh there. Misses the big right hook. Dodges and counterattacks here. Followed by a left hook that dodged. Sato with a left hook. Here comes a counter again. Left jab and a kick to the lead leg. Meet in the center. Dodging the right hand. Counterattacks with a quick right jab and a good left hook. Both fighters come together and strike. Misses the left hook. Leaves himself open for the counter with a nice left hand. Sato misses the left cross. Here comes open for the counter. As Brown comes in with a couple of quick jabs followed by a leg kick that misses. Brown parries away the head kick attempt. Counters with a left jab by the body kick that fails to land. Brown now glancing at the clock. He knows the end of the round is near with that. As jab misses. Left jab. Went for the head kick to end out the round. They're going to check on the cut. Luckily, it's not a fight ender. Probably shouldn't have done that so close to the end of the round, but I get it. And, yeah, that's a close round. I think Takashi Sato with the damage done did more, but they're going to give it to Brown. 10-9. That's a close one, though. They engage again. To start it off target, the right jab hits the left cross. Jab and a clean right hand from Matt Brown. My God, the counting of the left cross does Brown with a brace of jabs followed by a solid right hand. Misses the jab as rather hits the left jab. Misses the left hand. Jab and missing on the high kick goes to Matt Brown. Jab and he also misses with the high kick to Sato. Quick punches and a head kick, but Sato too fast is able to dodge those. Neither fighter can land a shot there. Off target with the right jab, left hand taking on the gloves. Can't connect with the jab or the right cross is Matt Brown. Matt Brown's probably getting tired. Sato went for the big left hand. Here comes Brown off the counter, which he is also missing as well. Thumbs up in the response on the corner again. Probably should not do that as he's off target with the jab. Good right hand. Doesn't connect with the left jab. Doesn't connect with the right jab, but he lands a nice left hook to Sato. Oh, and he rocked him, or he got rocked rather. Brown with a good right hand rocked him. Clocks him with another big right hand to the side of the head, and down he goes. Will Matt Brown finish him here in the second? He will. The Immortal, Matt Brown, finishes another fighter. What a win streak he's got. And, honestly, even though he's 39, he should probably fight somebody that's ranked. Like, highly ranked. Like a top 15, potentially. Even a top 20. Because, Matt Brown, he beat Court McGee. Well, Court McGee wasn't ranked, so thought he was, but no. So, yeah, he definitely deserves a ranked guy. Takashi Sato was ranked. He was 25th, so, he did really well. Matt Brown, what a performance, what a victory. So, thanks for connect to Elevation Fight Team for everything Barefoot Fighting, all of its sponsors for supporting it financially. Awesome stuff here is our main event. Platinum Mike Perry and Nate Diaz. Nate's the favorite. Mike Perry, though, he's always got a puncher's chance. This should be a very fun fight. Mark out as referee, cage side judges. Here we go. No touch of gloves here. Yeah, these guys, they're not about the fuck shit. As Perry scores the two counter jabs, 1-2. As Perry avoids both of them. damn, Mike Perry went for the head kick. Fails on it, though. 1-2 from Nate as far as left jab, straight right. Diaz with a missing on the right hook. Here's a counter with a quick kick to the lead leg from Mike Perry. Perry with a jab. Left jab to the side. Then hits him on the right side of the ribs, does Nate Diaz. That's a good 1-2 there. Perry misses the big right hand. Here comes a counter. It's a powerful straight right that lands clean. Knocked him down. Perry hits the mat, and Nate might finish him here, and he does. What a win for Nate Diaz. Finishes him in the first round. We knew that could definitely happen with the possibility of this being a finish, and Nate does it. 13-8 for a platinum Mike Perry. Tough break. Nate Diaz, though, thanks to everyone connected to Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. He names a local club. He invites everyone along to his post-show winners party to celebrate his victory. He's not surprised. As far as what a win for Nate. What a fight card this was, though. This went really, really well. Really, really well. Almost all finishes besides 2. And man, that was a lot of fun to run a show in Japan like this. I can't wait to see what Nate does in the future. Kana Watanabe has definitely put the women's flyweight division, I thought it was a strawweight fight, no, it was a flyweight fight, put the women's flyweight division on notice with her performance again, and she's been tremendous. Kanako gets her first victory in the strawweight fight, and good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Just everyone basically got increased popularity besides Africa. All around good stuff. I believe we will make a good bit of cash from this, yes. $275. We didn't give out a performance bonus, unfortunately. That was my bad. So a lot of people deserved it. A lot of people performed really, really well. It's actually a really good card. Feel bad about that, not giving anybody a performance bonus. That was my bad. I just was on autopilot for a bit. But that will do it for our fight card here in Japan. And now we'll end out the year. Our next episode was a ginormous title fight. Heavyweight title on the line. Stipe Miocic, the champion, looking to knock down the undefeated, the dangerous John Jones. We get to do it first before the UFC does, so that's fun. But also, it's a little bit more of a prime fight. This is going to be a fun fight. Fun fight for sure. We got a while, though, before we get there. As far as, what happened? Who's out? Oh my God. Stipe is out? Are you kidding me? Where's Stipe at? Where is this? A bruised kidney. Unreal. Well, Costa and Adesanya might get bumped up. Unreal. Because I want Woodley and Kamaru Usman to be in Florida. So that's definitely getting bumped up. Just great. You piece of shit, Stipe Miocic. Well, now let's go ahead and do this now. That here. See if Stipe can fight in January at least. Still can't. How long's he out for? 24 days. God damn it. So it looks like that's happening there in March now. Fuck, man. It's always something. Let's see, where's it at? So yeah, now our new main event. Which, well, is it, man, are we going to really push it back all the way to May? God damn it. Because I really don't want to bump Ortega and Holloway to not be the main, but we got to have this fight. This fight's got to happen. I guess March it is. Okay, I mean, could we make this? Because I think originally this was supposed to be. Yeah, let's have this go there. Alright. We got. That's now going to be the title fight. So now 258 will be Ortega, Holloway 2. 259 stays the same. 260s now, John and Stipe. And now Costa Adesanya will end out the year. Crazy. Crazy, but we figured it out. We got it. So that will be our next episode. Aspen Ladd, Amanda Nunes, and Paulo Costa taking on Israel Adesanya. So we will catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.